Hi there. How are you today? Today I'd like to talk to you about brushes. And you're probably thinking, what's the big deal? Why do I have to talk about brushes? Brushes make a huge, huge deal because if you're not using the right brush for the right job, then you're either wasting your time or doing more work than you need to do. First of all, if you're in the salon and you're using your brush, there's no excuse for not cleaning your brush every single time between clients. I know that sounds like an obvious thing, but a lot of people don't do that, and there's nothing worse than having somebody sit in a chair and they look at your brush and it's like all filled up with disgusting hair, and that's just totally gross. So great. This one is a tool from Sam Villa. You can see mine has a lot of wear on it. I think you can just get it like from his website. I actually bought this at the Redken Exchange, or no, my old boss gave it to me, which was very nice. The thing I love about this tool is it has this side with the bristles, and then it has this side that's like a pick. And I know you could just use a comb or whatever, but this one does the job so fast, so well between clients. It's amazing. So what you do is you take your brush, you brush it like this, and any little hairs, anything at all, is going to come out in the brush, and the brush ends up to be really sparkling clean. And it's important to do that every single time because, like I said, it's hygienic. And then at the end of the week, when you go to wash your brushes, there's no hair in them, and you're ready to go with the with like a ship shape or something it's called, to disinfect and wash them. So if you are not familiar with Sam Villa, get to know him. He's part of the Redken family. He's fabulous. I love him. He gives great haircut videos. He's awesome. And he makes great tools. And this is one of the tools that I just love. I love his tools. And this one is great. So make sure you get one of these. It's very important. Okay? All right. So with that being said, I want to tell you about this magical brush. It's like the greatest brush in the whole entire world. There is no brush that is better. And I'm saying this to you as a mom. So all moms, listen up. You know how you fight with your kids and you got to get the hair brushed and you got to get the knots out and the kid's crying and then they don't want to brush their hair, or you ask them when they get older to please brush their hair and they don't want to brush their hair because it hurts too much? This is a lifesaver. It's called the wet brush, and it comes in so many great colors now. This is an older one that I've had. I actually have like 3 of them. And it has these long bristles with these little nubs on top, and it glides through your hair. You literally can go up to a client and pull the hair back when it's wet like this. And I know that sounds crazy, but you can actually do that because it doesn't pull the hair, it doesn't hurt the hair. It's just unbelievable. I would never ever do that to any client. Never, not in 1,000 years would I do that to a client. But for some reason, when you go right back like this with this brush, it doesn't hurt. This brush is the best. So it's great for using treatments like conditioning treatment, and you want to get it through the hair. It's great for wet hair. It's also great if you're going to put a glaze on, or you're at the sink, you want to put a glaze on and you got to brush the hair in between. This won't hurt the client's hair. It's so wonderful. So make sure you have this in your brush set, a wet brush. Okay. And then the next one I want to talk to you about is, okay, all right, there's different ways you can blow dry. Like you can use your hands and just go like this, and that'll let through like a good amount of air, just to pass. And that's good, like say if you have somebody with fine hair and you just want to rough up the cuticle and get their hair ready for a good blow dry, you can do that. Another way to get a lot of air through the hair is a vent brush. So you could use this to, really get a lot of air through and have a lot of quick blow drying, like say if you want to do the back real quick. I don't necessarily use this for styling, although I do like it sometimes at the very end, like if I want like a separated look more, because it kind of separates the hair. I'll use this real quick and just like, it gives it like a little bit more of a separated feel than it does with like say a smoothing brush. So this is a great one to have, and you should always have this in your drawer as well. And everybody's familiar with Event Brush. They've been around forever. Okay, another brush that I love. Okay, and this is great for long hair, is your Denman paddle brush. Paddle brushes are so wonderful. I used paddle brushes for doing A-line, like a bob. You take the hair and you literally use your head as a roller, and you're blow drying and blow drying and blow drying like this, and letting the blow dryer literally follow your head around. And when you take that hair out, I mean, mine's curled to go back, but and you're doing it you want it to be like perfect underneath, like that beautiful kind of straight but bent look when you do a bob. This one is so great to use that for, a paddle brush. But look at how look how dense it is. This one doesn't let a lot of air through. But this is great for long hair. Paddle brushes are so wonderful. What I'll do with a paddle brush with long hair is I'll blow dry and style someone's hair, and then at the very end, I'll take a little bit of diamond oil, I'll put it through mid shaft to ends, and then I'll pull the hair, all of the hair back, in a ponytail, okay? And they have long hair, so you're like pulling it back, getting all the diamond oil through, every little bit of it, working it through, and then I kind of twist the hair, get the rest of the diamond oil in the ends, and then when I let go of the hair, you have this really full, gorgeous hair, for your client that has like no, it has no like flyaways and craziness. It really gives like that just finishing touch, that just perfect ending to your blowout. And these are just wonderful, wonderful brushes. This one you should have also. Okay, let's talk about the Marilyn brush. I love the Marilyn brush. See that Marilyn brush? Now this is boar's hair, and a lot of people blow dry with this. See how it's concaved here? The reason why it's concaved is because it really gets close to the root. The thing with this is a lot of people blow dry with it, and it's actually more of a finishing brush. So if you're blow drying someone's hair and getting a beautiful curl in their hair, or a wave, or just like this sleek, gorgeous like S formation, and you finally want to get really, really smooth at the very, very end, and you use your boar's hair and you go through with your blow dryer and you set your curl in, it actually smooths the hair and it gives incredible shine. Boar's hair gives incredible shine. So don't use this one necessarily to blow dry. I mean, you can. But I would also try to use a different kind and then finish with this. You could even like leave these in the hair as a curling iron and then pull them out at the end, because then they'll have like a very smooth finish. So that's really wonderful. Another thing I want to talk about is, I don't have my metal one, just plain. But anyway, this one I love. This is one of my all-time favorites. It has the bristles to grab the hair. It has the boar's hair in the middle because that makes your hair shiny. And then it has the metal in the middle. Now the metal brushes that you see are like curling irons. They are so magnificent because you can actually take someone's hair, put the brush in, heat it up, and then let it sit for a second, untwist it, and then you have this beautiful curl because the heat from the metal actually makes it like a curling iron. So you can even skip the whole curling iron at the end process because you're using this. Now what I love about this one is it's 3-in-1. It's got the grippers, the boar's hair, and it's got the metal. Now I think I got this at the Redken Exchange, or I bought it from my old boss at work. This one's called Elegant Prepping. I don't know what it's called. But if you can try to get one of these, this is great because it's a 3-in-1. And when I do a blow dry with this, it just comes out so magnificent. I hope this one never breaks. Actually, it's on its way for breaking a little bit because I have a little crack in it. But, so the metal one that's all metal without that boar's head is great because that one is for more of a, that one is for like a curling iron. So this one is smoothing the hair with this one, and it's curling the hair at the same time. So another thing I want to tell you is when you pick out a brush for somebody, it should go around their hair just 1.5 times. Like, don't pick out a super duper long, a super duper giant brush because then their hair is going to be totally straight. Don't pick out a tiny little teeny brush because then their hair is going to be knotted. You're going to get a huge knot in there. You're not going to be able to get the brush out. You might fall into a little bit of a panic, and you don't want that to happen. So 1.5 times, usually you're safe. You can pull the brush out. And when I say pull, you don't necessarily have to pull it. You can either twist it. You can, however you want to get the curl out. If you have it in and you want to keep it in, you just twist it out like that. And then the curl will stay. And then you could just pull it out like with your fingers later on to style it for your client. If you pull it out, you're definitely going to make it smoother. So you're going to take more of the curl out. But anyway, these are like some of the some of the brushes that I absolutely love, that I like to keep in my arsenal. And if you can, try to pick up some of these. I mean, they'll make your life a lot easier, to where you could just do a blow dry and then you don't have to go for the curling iron because you're going to get the same results with a good blow dry. So anyway, that was it. I just wanted to tell you all about brushes. I hope if you have any questions, leave them at the bottom. I hope you like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. And like I said, enjoy your blow drying, and happy blow drying. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye now.